What's going on, family? Scrapbook Boxing Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuff series. We're going to continue to take a look at Joe Louis's massive career scrapbook. Now, we're looking at Billy Conn and Joe Louis. They fought in 1941, and they fought again in 1946. Now, they were supposed to fight a second fight in 1942. Billy Conn would have a fisticuff with his stepfather, or I should say his father-in-law. Not his stepfather. It was his father-in-law. You can read about that story. I'm not going to go through that whole story with you. It was actually ridiculous. Billy Conn was drunk and he has a massive fight with Joe Louis, and he's going to break his hand for fighting his father-in-law. Unbelievable. They say his father-in-law set him up and he really wanted to give him the business. Billy Conn's wife was younger than he was. I'm not going to get into that. I met Billy Conn, very nice man, but Billy Conn and Joe Louis were supposed to fight in 42. It didn't happen, so they fought after the war in 46. But what was really interesting, Joe Louis handed a list of opponents that he wanted to fight to Mike Jacobs. And there were fighters such as Turkey Thompson, Eddie Blunt, Big Boy Brown, Elmer Violent Ray. These were black fighters. And he was turned down. And he would always apologize to a lot of these men when he saw them. But Joe Louis didn't have any control of the opponents that were selected for him. So when you hear a lot of people say, well, he didn't fight, they don't understand. He didn't have that power at that time. He just didn't know how to do business. And he tried to speak in their behalf, and he was unable to. It wasn't until he got into the war where he had a lot to say, and they would listen to him. But as far as the championship fights, they already had a list of guys that the mob would put in front to make money for. Black fighters didn't get that shot. Not even with Joe Louis, the heavyweight champion of the world. Now, this book is Billy Conn and Joe Louis. Massive articles of this fight, 1941. This was some fight. Billy Conn would unify the light heavyweight division with Milo Bettina, who was a southpaw out of Beacon, New York. Milo Bettina would defeat Tiger Jack Fox. Tiger Jack Fox was supposed to face John Henry Lewis in 38. John Henry Lewis was stripped of his title because he was not allowed to fight because of poor eye vision. He would fight Al Gaynor in Connecticut and defend one of his titles. He would talk to Joe Louis. Joe Louis would give him a shot in 39 of January because John Henry Lewis would secure some income for some housing developments that he would purchase in Harlem. And without that bout with Tiger Jack Fox, he would lose that. So Joe Louis would give him the opportunity to earn money. And John Henry Lewis pitched a very smart investment, and he would retire a wealthy man. And with this video, I'm just going to scan. I'm not going to really tell you much about this bout in this video. I'm just going to scan some pages for you. And my dad and I, when we put a lot of these books together, we spent a great deal of time creating a story with the articles that we had. And when you read them, they make a lot of sense. Now I want you to take a look at a preliminary before I end this video. This is Joe Louis and Billy Conn are going to be fighting at the Polo Grounds, as you can see here. 15-round bout. Now here's some preliminaries. You're going to recognize a few names here. If I can clear this up here. Preliminaries. Johnny Clogan, I don't know if you know him. Yeah, Larry Fontana. A lot of people who study boxing will know these names. Buddy Moore, from Harlem. One of the Black Murderers Row members, Holman Williams of Detroit, versus Antonio Fernandez. I don't know why I can't clear this. Here you have Jose Basora, Puerto Rican middleweight. Very good fighter he was. He was in the ring with Ray Robinson. I'm going to end this because I can't clear this for some reason. But I'll show you some more videos with Joe Louis and his massive career of the scrapbooks that I own. Thanks for watching Scrapbook Boxing Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuff series. All great fights and all great fighters will never be forgotten on my channel. This is Joe Louis and Billy Conn's record. And once again, Grantland Rice, covering Joe Louis's bouts. I told you about him. And we'll talk further. All right, thanks again, Scrapbook Boxing. Speak to you later.